my friend. I have a special Travers Day Pick 6 preview for you today. We're not just going to cover the Pick 6, I'll also cover the 2 late Pick 4s. Now, unfortunately, there will not be a Pick 6 carryover going into Travers Day, in which case it would have been huge, but it was hit today on Friday, and we got to start from scratch again tomorrow. Now, I'm going to show you how to use the grid to find, value and get some good long shots in your rolling wagers and all your exotics in the Travers Day card. Let's get to it. The mid card Pick 4 starts with race 5, and as you can see, there's a lot of first time starters in here. Therefore, there is a lot of value because there are good trainers, there are good sires like Lemon Drop, Kid, Aptitude, Street Sense, Roman Ruler, Empire Maker. So definitely go deep in this leg. Lots of value to be had. Race 6 is a turf sprint. Now let me point out that there's a couple alternate entries and a main track only. That means if the race goes to dirt is the main track. Now one of the alternates would be the favorite if she gets in, and that's a legitimate favorite. It has top power and speed. However, even if both of these alternate entries get in, the 13 would get in before the 14 did. There'd have to be 2 scratches for the 14 to get in. The 13 at 15 to 1 E7, good dirt figures, turf for the first time, has high EP. I mean, you can do worse than 15 to 1 for the fastest horse in a race, and I love the dirt to turf angle as well. And then I know it's only 5.5 furlongs. We also have the top LP horse here, number 9, at 15 to 1. So maybe if the pace does fall apart, you can do worse than 15 to 1 top LP horse. And so the other horses that I would consider are 11 and 12 here, both good speed horses. Essentially not much difference between the 11 and 13, but the 11's only 6 to 1. Let's move on to the third leg of the Pick 4. Now we're getting into a turf route here, 8.5 furlongs, a couple alternate entries, a couple main tracks. And if it goes to main track dirt, you have a definite, I would just single this horse right here, South Beach Sandy. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to get much rain before Sunday, so I think they're going to stay on the turf. And so this would probably be 1 or 6 would probably be the favorite. Number 1, a legitimate favorite, would have top power and speed, but look at this number 2, Wishing on a Dream, 30 to 1. This would essentially become the second best speed horse in a race that obviously doesn't have, aside from the alternate entries, doesn't have much speed in it. I highlighted the speed there. And at 30 to 1, are you kidding me? So, and also at 20 to 1, another good speed horse. Actually, the top would have the top EP, if it stays on turf of any of them. And dirt to turf, again, a very good angle. 20 to 1, I'll take it any day. I'd definitely include that in my Pick 4. And then, once again, top LP and stamina. Good trainer ROI for this move. 15 to 1, top LP in a turf race. And then again, the other front runner here, if the alternate gets in, probably the only true front runner with good EP, 15 to 1 Tapitar. So a lot of options there as well. Now race 8 is the actual beginning of the Pick 6, grade 2 Boston Spa. The favorite will be probably Roma Kaka, in my opinion, and for good reason. Good trainer percentages, top speed, good power. However, you also have, once again, top LP and stamina horses, a long shot at 8 to 1. Why are these LP horses all long shots? Well, because people don't have the grid, but that's why I'm showing you the grid right here. And then you have another, would probably be co-favorite Aviate. And there's not much speed in there. I highlighted the speed. The only true front runner is Tapits Fly at 10 to 1 with top EP. So that is, I think that represents some good value as well. Moving on to race 9, it's actually the beginning of the late Pick 4. Victory Ride grade 3. It's only 6 furlongs on dirt. You have a pair of E8s. One of them's at 3 to 1. Has top power. That's good. And the other one is at 5 to 1 though. Has top speed and EP in a sprint race. That's pretty good value, I think. 5 to 1 may be the second or third choice at post time. But you also have top LP and stamina, and there is a lot of speed in this race, as you can see. The top LP and stamina horse could come into play. Funny Sunny at 6 to 1 with a good race, good dirt race last time on dirt. And Hot Summer cutting back from route to sprint distance with good dirt figures. I like that angle at 8 to 1. I'll take it. Ballerina, first of 3 Grade 1s on the card. This is pretty serious race. We're stretching a little bit to 7 furlong. Hill's Passion will be the favorite for good reason, good speed first. But last time out was a little bit disappointing. Unlike Tamarind Hall, which actually had the best race of any of them last time out, and which you'll get at 6-1 with some excellent ROI and trainer percentages for this particular move. And then the other horses that you will look for, Taria Mom and Sassy Image, but not much value there, 3-1. I can't really recommend betting on them, but definitely include them in a pick 4. That brings us to the King's Bishop, Grade 1. Okay, we're going 7 furlongs again, and this time, most people think this will be a match race between Flashpoint and Uncle Mo, and it very well could be. Uncle Mo, a very serious contender. I think cutting back from the route distance to this 7 furlong distance will be perfect for him. You can see he leads in almost every category, and he was early on, was a Kentucky Derby favorite earlier this year. So definitely a lot of respect there. And Flashpoint, I think both of these horses, I think they'll want to rate though. They'll want to rate them. And you only have really one true front runner, which is going to be Poseidon's Warrior, with good speed and essentially the second best power horse in this race, and yet 20-1 morning line, longest shot in the field. So that definitely warrants considerations for exotics, as well as Justin Phillip, who seems to be improving, at the right time, and Run Flat Out returning to dirt. And then Kayla's Posse, which will probably be the third choice, but again, coming off the best dirt race of any of them, at odds of 4-1 or greater, would be pretty good value, I think. And that brings us to the Travers, which is run at 10 furlongs on dirt. Now, if you don't know who Stay Thirsty is by now, he finished second in the Belmont, came out of that ran a great race here at Saratoga, deservedly the favorite for this race, top stamina and power. I want to point out Shackelford again, which I did before in the Kentucky Derby and Preakness. Actually, almost virtual tie for top power horse, top speed. Look at this pair of performance figures for the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness at this approximate distance. So that bodes well for him, especially the fact that it's the only true front runner he could find himself alone on the lead. Now, people expect that if he does falter on the lead, if he slows down in the end, that Stay Thirsty or Coil will pick up the pieces, and they very well could. But I want you to look at Moonshine Mullen, also the other EP5 in the race, coming off a dirt, performance that's basically equivalent to the rest of these, aside from maybe Stay Thirsty in his last race out. But you're getting 20-1 on him. I mean, it's basically the longest morning line shot in the field. So that's pretty good value there. And then you have co-top LP horses here. Malibu Glow at 20-1 and Raisin Detente at 10-1. They both, I think, warrant consideration, but Raisin Detente, especially for your pick 6 and pick 4 sequence, because good pair of dirt figures here, and top LP, again, could be overlooked here at the Travers. So that would conclude the late all stakes pick 4. However, if you're in the pick 6, there's one more race you got to consider. This is turf 8.5 furlongs. There are several alternate entries in the main track only. Now the MTO entry here, I mean, if it does go off turf, you might as well single him, I think. But like I said, I think they're going to stay on turf. If it does go, I believe under NYRA regulations, if it does go off turf after the pick 6 begins, then I think you get every horse in the field. I think that's the way I remember it. Let's throw out the AEs for now, though, and let's say that we just have 1 through 12 now. Then you'd have a legitimate favorite here, essentially becoming number 1, power, speed, and EP. I wouldn't necessarily single him though, unless you have to, and then because you have number 2 here, which would essentially become number 2 in these categories, with good trainer percentages for the second turf route, and you're getting 10-1 there. And then you have the first timer 12-1, and here we go again with a good speed horse going from dirt to turf at 20-1. I love that angle. That's really solid. And once again, top LP stamina at 8-1, maybe well overlooked by post time. And again, you have a first time turf starter here at 12-1 for Robert Barbara. That's kind of interesting as well. So you could definitely spread out a little bit in that leg as well. I mean, you could spread out in almost every leg. I've shown you that there are good long shot value in all of these. So if you want to get these picks, go ahead and go to horseracebetwin.com/picks and get the free picks for the Travers Day card. So until then, we'll see you on the other side at Horse Race Bet Win. Good luck in all your wagering endeavors. Pick 4 and pick 6 on Travers Day. I'll see you later, my friend.